Hey gang, it's Tuesday, May 11th, and I finally talked to the pizza parlor girl. I don't know anything nowadays, especially with masks, like where we're at. This all we can base our impressions on is like body language and what they're wearing. Anyway, suffice to say, this girl was just about to graduate high school this Thursday, and I don't know, maybe I took her for like 19 or 20. Thought she was cute. It was one of those things where like make eye contact coming in. She could have easily said something several times, but I didn't, and so this time I felt it was okay because she approached me first thing coming in. Just a nice girl, and her name's Mary. And so we struck up a short conversation, and I asked her what she's in college, because everyone's in college around here because it's a college town. And she says, no, I'm about to graduate high school. I was like, whoa, okay. And I was like, were you going to college then after? And she's like, yeah, I plan on it to go here. I go, what you gonna major in? And she's like, business, I think. And I'm like, oh, is that, so you're going to do some business, huh? So I'm trying to like relate to her, like on her level. I do that to open up, to keep the conversation light. And so anyway, she goes to get my order, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm just going to tell her. And I was like, hey, Mary, can I tell you, even though she was flanked by like another girl, I guess that was in training or maybe just helping her carry the items, and then another guy came around to see what the buzz was about, because like I think people can sense energy. People can tell when people are having a connection. And so I'm like, look, I'm just real with her. Like, I need to show you something. And I said, well, first off, I'm 32 and like life's crazy. And she's like, yeah, isn't it like always? I'm like, yeah. And here, I just want to show you something. And I show them, of course, this graph. And they peer, they look in. And she goes, you could tell they're shocked, and their eyes open, and they're like, whoa, like, wow. I'm like, yeah, that's the global average temperature over the past 100 years. And I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. Like, what you need to understand is that you should go out and do the most craziest, awesomest thing you can. You got to speed run the next 10 years, basically. I said, she goes, wow, that's really good information to know. It's like so sad. It's so sad. Like, they have no schools or mainstream media. It's trash. It's complete trash. And I just give her the skinny. I know it's brutal and a little heavy, but like I try to condense it down into like something. So this isn't how doctors must feel, because they got to explain things, like, because they know like all the neurovascular network. They know how everything works in our systems, and they have to dumb it down. Like, you're not pumping fluid directly. Like they have to tell you like really dumb shit. So I had to dumb it down and be like, look, just straight facts. Like, the Arctic is going to melt in the next 10 years, and what that's going to do is going to mess up the jet stream, and there's going to be weather blocking, and so we won't be able to grow grain and crops. Like 50% of them won't be able to, like, up to there'll be food scarcity, mass like migrations, food shortages. It's going to be very bad. And she's just like looking at me and looking at the side, just like, wow, like, it's a lot of, and I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of information, and I'm just telling you, I've been studying, and I'm telling you, because you're owed this information, and use it as a, live with expediency, live with urgency. I guess that's what I'm stressing for your own goals. Because I know when I was 18, I had so many aspirations, graduating high school and what to do with life. You're kind of confused, but you're kind of like gung-ho about everything, and this just kind of, puts it all in perspective, hopefully, and left on a sober note like that, but it was hopefully make a difference in their lives. That little interaction could, and I told her, like, just spend 10 minutes this evening or next, or just spend 10 minutes, just pick one night and just type in, see the effects of climate change. Look that up. Because once you start digging, like, it's right in front of your face, and it starts coming up more and more stuff. I go, see what you're facing. She's like, yeah, no, wow, I really, like, that's really helpful information to know. Like, she said it like 2 or 3 times. I was like, you're welcome. Like, that's the best I can do. It should be, I said, it's the only thing that we should be talking about. Well, thank you for the pizzas, and talk to you later. Anyways, that's the only, again, little minuscule effect I can have, is a little effect that I can remind people. So anyways, I'm recording this before I'm getting a new computer, and it's kind of a drag. So whenever I get that, talk to you guys soon.